Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Thunderstruck on Rebel Racing Network. I'm Eddie Smith, and we are at the Wambold Duck Calls 125 at Bristol Motor Speedway. Boy, am I excited. I don't know if the drivers are, but hell, I sure am. So I'm excited to get this going and see what these guys are going to do at Bristol. It's always kind of interesting because Bristol's such a fast, short track that a lot of stuff can happen. It can happen really quick. But we are just finishing up qualifying, and we're going to jump right into the B main and see who makes it to the feature. Looks like we have a little one. Last week we had one car, and tonight we're going to have about a 7-car battle, and 2 guys are going to go home. So um, it's actually going to be a pretty decent little B main here with Thomas Capuano. Hemi Gherardini, Michael Swink, William Griffith. It says Aaron Johnson, but he hasn't gridded. Gene Watkinson, last week's B main winner, and Ray Page. From what I could tell, looks like Aaron Johnson did not grid up, so I don't know if that's race control or what's going on. But I don't know what's going on here with Thomas. Seems to be a little lagging, a little bit behind, but we'll get this thing going pretty soon. V51, I've probably asked this 1,000 times. Is this Mike or is this Alex? Let me know in chat. But we are getting ready to go green as these guys are coming around. The pace car going to dive off into pit lane. B mains are always fun, especially when people are going to go home. So it looks like one driver is going to be watching the broadcast after this race. So we're going to see who that's going to be. Right now it's Ray Page. Thomas Capuano gets a great start. Him and Gherardini just does not go at all. Just struggling there on the restart. He's going to lose the spot to William Griffith, who is shot out of a cannon, him and Thomas. We'll keep tabs on this. On Ray Page here. What's going on here? Well, you're going to have a lot to critique because it looks like none of my ticker is working. I don't know what's going on with that. Well, anyway. So far, it looks like Gene Watkinson is a few seconds behind already. But so much can happen here as these guys are racing, and you see we've got a battle for the lead going right here. Is William Griffith looking to the inside? All it takes is one mistake. These guys are in the clear. They want to be the B main winner and take the crown away. Oh, as William Griffith gets loose on that bottom side, but somebody wants to take the crown away from Gene Watkinson. So. Yeah, it is. Every time I join a server, if I don't refresh it, it won't load them. So I don't know what's going on. But thank you for the reminder. I'll try to remember to do that before the feature. But anyway, got a nice little battle up here. They're still battling it out. Let's check in on the transfer spot. Ray Page here. Ray Page. Looking to get around Michael Swink in that clown car. As we got pass for the lead here. William Griffith going to the inside of Thomas, able to clear him down on the bottom. Thomas going to try to get a run, but just not able to get there in time. So Griff up to the lead. It'll be interesting to see with this being an open setup league. You know, they put that EPJ1 on the bottom lane, and be interested to see if you can really set up for running on the bottom, running on the top. What's going to be the dominant line? I think a season or two ago, the top line was just so dominant, but we just saw somebody making a pass on the opposite. See him and Giardini starting to make his way up towards front. Had that bad start, but has run these guys down. His grip gets out of the groove, gets a little bit loose. Having to be careful there. So he might lose the lead and also second place. They get close to each other down there. They're racing hard. Gene Watkins has got a big old smile on his face. One of these guys wrecks out. We can make it this field. Wow, this is great racing. You know, the drivers say that this is sort of an annoying race in these cars and this track, but from my perspective, broadcaster perspective, it's one of the best. It's just so much can happen. You get big runs off these corners. As I was he gripped. Oh no! Him and Giardini tries to make it 3 wide. It's going to go down to the inside, and no caution as of yet with 4 laps to go. Where's Gene Watkins? Gene Watkins goes around. So that's going to put Gene in the race just like that. I said all it would take was just a mistake up here. Guys going 3 wide when they're already locked into the feature. And unfortunately for him, he's in the pits right now. Having a tow, I guess. His car just would not crank back up, blew his motor. So he's having a tow. He's going to go multiple laps down, and that's going to allow Gene Watkinson to make the show as we only have 3 laps to go. So, you know, sometimes slow and steady wins the race. And I'll tell you what, our last week's B main winner is showing why he was the winner last week, because he was there when it counted. So, unfortunately for him, it looks like he's going to end up going home. Well, tonight's race, I said it already, but it's the Wambold Duck Calls 125, and we'll get old Wambold in here after this race. I want to be able to call the action, see who's going to be our B main winner, see if Gene Watkins can get up there and take this from Thomas and William. Give me a minute while I try to reload this, see if we can get this ticker working. I'm not really sure what's going on with it. Well, looked like she broke, so we'll stick with the tower tonight. You see him and Giardini 3 laps down. You know, I don't really see that being able to make that up. I don't think there's even enough cautions to get back on the lead lap if there were going to wave you around a couple times. So Hemi is back on track. You know, I didn't really see any debris out there on the track, so I'm not really sure what the track crew's doing and why the caution is taking so long here, but we're still haven't gotten the one to go. Not too much complicated here, iRacing. Let's try to get this going. Lights do go out on the pace car, so we're gonna have a first green white checker. 1 or 2, so we'll actually do it twice if we need to. right, man. Well, thanks for stopping by. Come on back in if you get a chance. Well, all right. Well, who's going to win our B main is Thomas Capuano and William Griffith side by side. As Thomas, wow, just did not get a good jump there. I don't know what happened there. Playing a little bit of games maybe, but he gets out to a good jump when Griff has to lit up a little bit. You see these cars just fly off the top side. If you can get a good run up there, these cars just kind of scoot. So, white flag is out. Thomas Capuano going to take the victory. Is Michael Swink going to sneak up in there and take it? He's getting close. Just not going to have enough time. Thomas Capuano is going to take home the B main. So, your transferees, Thomas Capuano, Michael Swink, William Griffith, Ray Page, and Mean Gene Watkinson. So, very, very cool. All right, let's bring Mr. Wambold up here. Hey, Wambold, this is Wambold. This is Eddie in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, hey, man, tonight's race is called the Wambold Duck Calls 125, and go ahead and tell everybody why we're calling it that.
We're calling it the Wambold Duck Call 125 because my duck right here, Miles, he loves the racing, he loves Thunderstruck, he loves the broadcasting, and he's one of the biggest fans. He watches every single time.
Well, I'll tell you what, let me, if you don't mind, man, I'd love to ask some questions to the duck, if that's okay.
Sure, Miles, he's going to ask you some questions. Is that okay?
All right.
Yeah,
Well, Miles,
no problem.
Miles, what do you think about the race tonight? Who do you think's going to win?
He said, who do you think's going to win?
Oh, he's thinking about it.
He's not too sure.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, that's fine. Me neither. It's gonna be a crazy race. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Hey, don't interrupt me, Duck. This ain't no duck, duck, goose. It's me talk, you talk. Okay. All right. So, Miles, what do you think about your buddy Wambold? Do you think Wambold? Do you think he's got the shot tonight to take home the victory? Hell yeah. Well, I completely agree. I think that's a that's an absolute yes. So. Yeah, okay. Mean Gene gonna win it. Okay, well hell, I'd like that too. So he changed his mind about halfway through. Said Mean Gene Watkins is gonna take home the win tonight. So, but anyway, all right, Michael. Well, what do you think about your shots? We're gonna talk to you a little bit. How do you feel tonight about your chances and being able to get a win tonight?
You know, I came in here. I was only going to run the Bristol races as it was, and I was only going to run the Bristol races, and it turned out that my setup for tonight, I tried to load it in the race, and for some reason it decided to not load. So I'm just running the default one they gave all of us, and for last season, and yeah, I'm hoping it'll do good, I guess.
All right. Well, hell, hey, sometimes that's the adversity you need to go out there and get a win. So,
Yeah,
well, we're gridding up, so I'm gonna let you go, man, and good luck, and see you, Miles.
he's already gone.
All right, good luck, man. All right, well, let's go ahead and bring up the grid and let's see what we got going on tonight. Dante Curtis on pole, Dale Shaw on the outside, very, very close there. Russell Brown Jr., Tristan Leducier. Man, y'all got to quit bringing these people in. It's got these names I don't know how to pronounce. Tristan Leducier. You know, hey, look, I did my best. Mike Hasty. I know that guy. Michael Wambold. Logan Sturgeon. Matt Telder, Charlie Gates Jr., George Fernandez, rounding out your top 10. Sam Wetstein, the Sweatstein, starting 11th. Brandon Wallace, starting 12th. Let's go ahead and scoot up here. Dave Jones out of Salty Dog Motorsports, Flexible Freight Solutions, starting 13th. Josh Oswald, starting 14th. Last season's champion. Tyler Rice starting 15th. Thomas Capuano starting 16th by virtue of winning that B main. Michael Swink starting 17th. William Griffith starting 18th. Ray Page starting 19th. And Gene Watkinson starting 20th. Well, there's your grid. Let's go back up front. Let's check some guys we don't know. Dale Shaw, Dante Curtis, Russell Brown Jr., Tristan. Tristan. These are 4 guys we don't, or gals, that we haven't seen. So, we don't really know how these folks race, but they got some guys behind them that are super fast. Mike Hasty, Matt Telder, Wambold, Logan, all these guys have got, and then towards the back, you got Josh Oswald, William Griffith, guys who've got plenty of speed. So I think it's going to be a fun race tonight. Pace car getting ready to pull off, and we're going to get the Wambold Duck Calls 125 underway. Green flag is out. The 83 getting a looks like maybe they took the high side on the. I'm not real sure. But anyway, side by side for the lead already, as Dale Shaw is going to take the lead off the high side. We're going to see that all night, I think. Like I said, I want to know how the open setups, is going to go. 125 laps here tonight. No sets of tires. You got whatever you put on from the very start. So you got to take care of them. But you also got to make sure that you're making the moves when you can to stay up near the front if you're going to win this race. One fast repair. So if you get in trouble, have some incidents, you're going to be able to come in and get that one fast repair. But even then, Josh Oswald is already caught up in an accident. Let's go back and see what happened here. As he's going under Dave Jones here and just comes off the corner. And Dave Jones gets into the wall. A little bit of net code there. We'll get a better view here as we look like there was a good amount of space there. A little bit of net code, but it was probably going to happen either way. So right on cue. So as soon as I started talking about fast repairs, it looks like last season's champion is on. Man, he's going to be behind the 8 ball. He's going to go multiple laps down. Had to tow. Looks like the motor blew in that thing. So he's going to have to tow, come out. We saw Hemi Gardini be about 3 or 4 laps down there. So he's going to have a long way to catch back up. So tough start for Josh Oswald as he is currently sitting on pit road. But good start for Dale Shaw. He had a good racing going on here. Kevin Kinder, I see you in chat, brother. How's it going? And again, this is a Thunderstruck Super Series Tour Mod division. They do a late model. They do a super late model on Thursday. Just good, hard-nosed, short track racing. If you come race here and you don't leave mad or irritated, you probably didn't race hard enough, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, the series is sponsored by Shappy Edits. Kai Shepard heading out. I don't want to say this wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's heading out on deployment. I'm pretty sure. So I want to wish him the best. Can't wait to see him come back and race with us. I think he's heading out the first of the year, but he's our sponsor for this series, Shappy Edits. If you ever need any, especially racing videos, I think it does all kind, but I race videos for your league, for your broadcasting company, whatever it is, reach out to him. Does a good job. Well, I don't know too much about these folks up front, so I really can't talk about them. But Mike Hasty, having a great season, had a great race last week, came home with the victory. So he is trying to get that going again this week. Running in the third spot, in that 72. Pace car comes off. We are back. Green flag racing. And man, 2x2 here for third place. Mike Hasty almost clearing Russell. Very similar cars there. I don't know if they got together for that or what, but high side definitely dominant right now, as everybody who's on the inside is either fighting to get up there as we see Russell Brown Jr. Falling back quite a bit, trying to get back to that top side. Josh Oswald is back on track, multiple laps down, though. Looks like to be about 5. Looks like Ray Page has also had some sort of issue. But it's going to be a long road for them to get back to the front, or at least get back on the lead lap for sure. So far, so good up front. Let's go back through the field. Let's see what guys are doing. Got a nice little battle here from Wambold and Russell Brown. Russell trying to get around Wambold. Matt Telder all over the back end in that 2 machine. Telder has a little trouble getting into the corner. Should get that run off. But Tristan doing a great job of holding that 23 machine down on the bottom. Telder was able to clear. Logan Sturgeon started 7th, dropped back 1 spot, but still holding on strong. Looks to be trying to get up to Tristan here and put some pressure. Then William Griffith, the man on the move. He is started near the back, about 18th spot, and he has moved up 7 positions. It's a constant thing for him. I don't know if he doesn't qualify on purpose, but if he would qualify, I think sometimes he jumps in here last minute, getting home from work, dealing with the kids, the wife, trying to make these races. Sometimes can be hard. We do so much racing during the week, it can be hard. But he always comes in, starts near the back, and is able to run up towards the front. And, see Charlie Gates and Brandon Wallace get real close. Able to keep it together, though. But William Griffith able to work his way through the field most of the time. If he can qualify up near the front, I think he'd be a threat to win more races. Check in on Michael Swink as he is. It's the 2 clown cars together. I mean that in the best way possible. I actually really like both these schemes. I like Tyler Rice's a lot. I think Michael Swinks looks fantastic as well. Damn Picasso paint right there. So we've got a cluster going on right here. Swink makes a sort of a diving move down to the inside. A little bit worried about Ray Page there, and that's going to cost him a spot. So Tyler Rice able to get around him. Let's go back up to the front, check in. Dale Shaw all by himself out here. So we got some stout competition. I rating not something that I put a whole lot of stock into, but I rating of these top 2 drivers is pretty high, so they're showing what they've got pretty early. So Dale Shaw, the fastest car on the track, lapping in the 13.7s. There's only 3 drivers on track in that bracket. That's Dale Shaw, Dante Curtis, and Russell Brown Jr. So definitely the 3 fastest. We'll check in on Russell Brown, see what he's trying to do. Still trying to get around Wambold here. Let's watch and see how he's able to pull it past him. He's also trying to defend as well from Telder. Wambold goes to the corner and basically takes his line away from him and gives him a little shove. That's going to open the door for Matt Telder to go on the inside. The inside is holding a lot better than I thought it would. Maybe as the tires wear out, that bottom side gets better and better, but I have no idea. Top side looks pretty dang good. Check in on 2nd place as we got Dante Curtis. Mike Hasty has taken over that 2nd place spot. Sorry, Mike, I missed that, but Mike Hasty on his way. Some 2.5 seconds behind the leader, Dale Shaw. So he's got a lot of work to do, but you have to You know, Mike Casey's really good about this, but trying to manage, you know, don't want to lose the leader, don't want to lose a whole bunch of time, but also don't want to burn my tires up trying to run him down. So that'll be the strategy play here as he tries to run down the leader. They are running pretty similar lap times. Dale Shaw just a little bit faster still, so. We've got just a mess back here as Wambold putting a little pressure here on Dante Curtis. Dante Curtis having some trouble. He is struggling. Has dropped, lost second to Mike. Has lost third to Wambold now. And he is under fire. You can definitely see how big of a run the guys behind him are getting. So, I don't know if he just missed the setup or, got the tires a little bit too hot, need to cool them down, who knows. But Dante Curtis in trouble. Got Matt Telder on his inside. Oh, Telder gets that left front on that apron. We've seen that a couple times this season. Really bite guys. As Brandon Wallace shows to have gone around. He's trying to get that thing turned around. Oh, gee, Watkins is going to just plow right into him. Oh, my goodness, and that's definitely going to bring out the caution. Let's see what happened to Brandon Wallace to begin with. As Thomas Capuano right in front of him gets into the wall. And Thomas just still struggling, and just Brandon taking evasive maneuvers, tries to get under him and not able to do that. And then we see Gene Watkinson here. Brandon Wallace trying to get back going. Gene just trying to stay low. He's getting past, and man, just horrible deal right there. So Brandon Wallace getting either, can't tell if, I'm sure he towed. I'm sure after that he was done. So he is towing. So is Gene Watkinson, and Michael Swink is coming in. Maybe to get a little bit of damage repair. But Josh Oswald able to get one of his laps back. So he is he's 4 laps down now. So he can get 2 or 3 more cautions. Oswald will be able to get back on lead lap. Well, maybe not anymore, because you'll need about 4 or 5. Because Thomas Capuano is now a lap down after getting into the wall. Probably had to come down and get some damage fixed, and has gone a lap down. So we'll keep an eye on that, see what materializes. But so far, your top 5, Dale Shaw, Mike Hasty, Michael Wambold, and Matt Telder, and Russell Brown Jr., your top 5. As we are 41 laps into this 125 race at Bristol Motor Speedway. Lap cars head to the back. We're going to get ready to get 1 to green. Get this race back full speed. Still have about 14 cars on the lead lap. A couple bad incidents, just guys getting caught up in some trouble early. Couple Canadian drivers in here tonight, mostly American, most weeks, but Dale, Shaw, and Tristan representing Canada. Got Charles Stevens in chat. What's going on, man? Glad to have you. We're watching these guys take on Bristol. It's been tough already. Just 43 laps in, a couple cautions. About 5 guys who are toe up. I'm sure that's going to continue as we get ready to go green. Dale Shaw controlling the restart, gets a great jump, but Wambold does as well. Going to take the spot away from Hasty unless he's able to get wound up a little bit quicker, and he's not going to be able to. Wambold, though, looking to try to get in the inside, and wow, he does able to get the nose in there. Let's see if he can make it work on this. We got Mike Hasty going around. What happened? Oh, my goodness, another big wreck, and Josh Oswald in this one as well. What in the world happened? Let's go back and check it out. Yeah, Hasty on that high side just did not get a good jump. Everything looks good so far, and I don't know what happened there. I know he didn't shift down or miss a shift, because hell, ain't but one gear in this car. Let's see if we can go in cockpit and see if we can tell anything. I don't know if I can tell anything in there either. See what happened to him. Yeah, I'm not sure. It just sounded like he just let off the gas there. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know if he was, not a clue, but big mess there after that happened. And that's going to take out a driver who was definitely putting pressure on to get this win tonight. So another strong competitor out of the race. We're under our 3rd caution. Yeah, that was weird. I just don't know. I don't know what in the world happened there. I don't know if he was just trying to let guys go, just trying to get down, maybe let the guy that was on the inside get below him in the corners. I'm not real sure. Hard to say. It seemed like maybe his pedals died. I'm not sure. And for the 4th or 5th time, I'm gonna say I'm not sure because I have no idea. Yeah, I'm with you, Charles. That's about the only thing I can think of, because you want to be, the high side is pretty dang good, so it's not like you just get frustrated and let out of it, but must have been some sort of mechanical issue. Well, guys are dropping like flies, man. 13 cars on the lead lap. Just another one bites the dust. I got to tell you, man, Wambold was looking strong there for somebody who said that they lost their setup and they're using the stock iRacing setup. I don't know if I believe that. I don't know. Might be some games being played. Who knows? But either way, we're getting ready to go green. Flag is out. Dale Shaw, good restart, but Wambold gets a pretty dang good one for being on the outside. See if he can get that thing wound up as Russell Brown working on the inside, trying to find a little gap there. to see Russell Brown gets loose. Saw a little opportunity. Wambold kind of wobbled a little bit, and he saw his opportunity flash before his eyes and gets a little loose himself as he's watching as Dale Shaw is just sailing off to about a second lead now. So Russell definitely has plenty of speed. You could hear him getting off the gas, but as soon as he gets down into the corner, he's right back on it. So these guys have very little off throttle time. Hell yeah, Hitman Monzo, glad to see you. He's shouting out Gene Watkinson, Mean Gene. Last week's B-Main winner was able to get in to the feature tonight. He's running 15th right now, up 5 spots where he started. So he has moved up through the field, taking advantage of some guys having some trouble. So that legendary Pepsi scheme is doing well tonight. Let's go back up front. We've got a ridiculous battle here for second place. It's now a bunch of cars are starting to catch up. Looks like Wambold holding that line on, kind of holding some guys. Tyler Rice is wrecked. We're still, as we've got multiple cars that are spun out. Brandon Wallace again. Tyler Rice, no caution though. I guess they're just so far down. Tyler Rice takes the tow. Brandon Wallace trying to find a space to get out. His car's smoking too, so he may be in trouble. I know he's already used one of his fast repaired. Yeah, that motor is smoking. That's not good. Yellow flag finally comes out. Grief. And there it goes. You saw it blow. And unfortunately, at Brandon Wallace, I think he is done for the night. Well, Dale Shaw would like to see this thing go green a little bit longer, because he is really putting the gap on the whole field. As Wambold's definitely fast enough, but seems to be either not as good as these guys on the initial restart on cold tires, but as they warm up, he seems to get better and better. But that time around, though, Russell Brown was really giving him hell. As a couple times right before that wreck happened, he almost gave him a shot, just trying to get him up out of the groove, so he can get around and start chasing down Dale Shaw. So let's check in on a couple drivers making some moves. Sam Sweatstein there in the 98 machine, looking like twins with Logan there in the 26. But Sam Sweatstein on the move, up 4 spots. Logan Sturgeon up 1 from where he started. William Griffith still 7 up from where he started. Kind of hasn't really moved up much from there, but him and Michael Swink are trying to make their way up to the front if they can. Of course, Mike Hasty was, we got guys you see there on the screen how many people are a lap down. And Oswald did not want to see that. Of course, he was caught up in that last wreck as well. A couple wrecks actually. And so getting caught up in that early incident, was hoping to maybe get a few cautions and get a few lucky dogs, get back on the lead lap, but it's just been really tough. So Mike Casey is on his own lap right now, so as long as he's not caught up in an accident, he'll be getting the lucky dogs from here on out, assuming that his car is still in good shape. Definitely not what you want to see after coming off a win last week. As we look and see, check the points here, is your second place runner, Mike Wambold, your points leader, Mike Hasty right behind him. Had a great race last week. Had closed the gap, and then tonight just a tough little run here. Michael Steffen not here tonight. Kevin Anderson not here tonight. Jason Lauter's not here tonight. Garrett Kinder not here tonight. So William Griffith gonna have a nice night if he can keep it together. Have a good finish. Can make up quite a bit of points and move up those standings. Because a lot of these guys are, this is race number 4. Some of these guys in the top 5, Dale Shaw, Russell Brown, Tristan, and Dante Curtis haven't run here with us yet. So, they're going to need a few races to get points. So this would be good for some guys. Oh, Wambold does not get going again. He's going to drop back a couple spots. He's going to let Russell Brown and Dante Curtis try to make their way. Oh, Charlie Gates Jr. is wrecking. We'll go back and see what happened there. That was the first name that popped up. It looked like it might have happened somewhere else. No, it did. Right there. Go on board with him. Or Matt Telder. Charlie Gates in that 55 machine. It's the product of that top line not going. You see Logan Sturgeon getting in the wall. Charlie Gates just trying to we saw Wambold not get a good start up there and kind of checks up that top line. And when that happens, there's sort of an accordion effect. And Logan trying to go and then just somehow gets in the wall and gets stuck there. So Charlie Gates was trying to stay off of him. Matt Telder obviously couldn't see what was going on. And they just kind of get together there. So frustrating for sure, but that's what happens when the top line just doesn't go. It really stacks up that whole line. So, and I wish iRacing, the thing that happened to Logan getting stuck to the wall, I really wish iRacing would fix that, because sometimes you get into that wall and it's almost like your car just clips into the wall and you just can't get off no matter what. You turn the wheel, you stop almost, and you're just stuck in the wall. We've seen thousands of times where guys hit the wall, just kind of bounce into the wall on a wreck or something and end up flying through the air and their ass end flying up there and the front end stuck in the wall. So I say they need to fix it. It's probably a product of racing on the internet. um, well, I tell you what, they are dropping like flies. We are down to 10 cars. Half the field has been involved in some sort of accident. So 10 cars on the lead lap. It's good if you can keep your car clean. If you're on the lead lap now and you're able to stay out of trouble, you're bound to have a good finish. But we've seen trouble happen in the back, in the front, in the middle, and I think nowhere's safe here at Bristol. We already saw guys just trying to get back on the track, get run over. I would imagine Charlie Gates and Logan Sturgeon here on this back row. Probably, no, they didn't come in and pit, so they must not have too much damage. So fast repair still intact. These are the last cars on the lead lap. But all eyes on Dale Shaw right now. Does anybody have anything for him? We saw Mike Hasty able to stay with him, not really catch him, but he wasn't getting away from him. But Hasty is gone pretty much out of the race at this point. We'll see if anybody has anything for Dale. For a Canadian, that's very American name. Wambold showing a lot of strength on that bottom. Able to clear Russell there. and gets a great run on Dale. Yellow flag is out, but I have no indication of what that's for. So let's go back and try to find out what happened. This is on the restart here. See some battling going up there between. Lord of mercy. Charlie gets into the wall, flies up in the air, goes down and collects Tyler Rice there. Tyler Rice with nowhere to go. Charlie Gates just having a tough night. He goes down to the bottom, takes out the cone. Just fuck that cone, that's what I say. But ooh, he is crab walking. Look at that car. He's yawed out. Definitely got some damage there. So he didn't come to get his fast repair last time. He'll definitely do that now, I would imagine. He does. He's coming down pit road. I don't show him making a pit stop, so should have a fast repair still in the bank. And he does, gets it. He's out on his way. Able to stay on the lead lap. Kevin Kinder says at least a top 10 finish. And then he says, make sure the pass. Kevin, I don't know what that means. I think autocorrect got you a couple times. I don't know if that's what happened here tonight. Michael Swink is one lap down, so if we get another caution, he'll be able to get back on the lead lap. Mike Hasty looking for about 3 more cautions. The way things are going, he may get them, or will either we're either going to get some guys back on the lead lap, or we're going to run out of cars, one or two, I don't know. As we're over halfway, 45 laps to go here. Saw Wambold trying to mount a charge on that restart. Had a great run there until the caution came out. Let's see if he can get a better start this time and make his way up there and try to put a little pressure on Dale, who has just looked unbeatable tonight. And Kevin Kinder says, make sure the pace car's got fuel. A good start. Not a bad start for Wambold. He should be able to hold this off. He's been doing it all night. Let's see if he can mount a charge up here and fight for this lead. So we watch lap times just to kind of give you an idea of what these guys are running. We'll check on this time around. Leader runs a 13.66. Wambold a couple tenths slower. You see Russell looking on the inside. Got to be careful here. Though they almost get close and touch, but do a great job of staying off each other. Definitely don't get any points for letting guys go. So Wambold really trying to maintain that second place position. It's a lot easier to pass the first place car if you're in second versus fourth or fifth. So he's definitely going to be driving defensively. I can't tell if his car is just better on the long run or what. But we'll see if Russell Brown has a little bit of patience and can be patient with Michael, or is the Patience going to run? Oh, as he gets into the wall, Tristan or Dante gets into the back of him. Who I don't know exactly who it was, but man, we're under caution as Russell Brown gets hit in the back end. For some reason, my event viewer is not showing what was going on, but yeah, that was Tristan there. Russell trying to come down and get that run off the corner. Try to get a run there, and they just come together just ever so slightly, but that was enough to get him loose out of the groove. And how much on throttle time and how tight and quick these laps go by and the speeds that they're running. One little slip up like that and you're going into the wall, and that's exactly what happened. He's going to go down and get his faster pair. Michael Swink will be happy to see that, as he will, based on what I see, will be the lucky dog winner. And you see, in that 51 car. Going to get back on the lead lap. That's going to leave Mike Hasty, our current lucky dog. But he is 3 laps down, so he's going to need some help. These guys are doing a good job giving him a bunch of cautions, but he's going to have to hope that nobody else goes a lap down and he can get about 3 more cautions to get back on the lead lap. I can't really tell. I can't tell if his car got some damage. I can't tell if he's crab walking or if that's just the camera angle. Hard to tell. It looks like it's just the camera angle, so if he can get back on the lead lap, we saw he had a bunch of speed early, but check in on Mean Gene Watkinson, who has started last in this race up to 12th, so doing a great job. Currently 3 laps down, so he's going to need Hasty's going to need three cautions and not get into them, or get into cautions and get his lap back, and then Gene's going to need 3 more to get his laps back too. So the best thing Gene can do is go up there and pass Mike and be in that position. So but up front, still all Dale Shaw. Cautions are really wreaking havoc on anybody's ability to try to mount any sort of late race run at him. Seems to be extremely fast, even after 5 or 6 laps. Don't know if not really sure even on the long run if anybody's had anything for him. As long as he doesn't make a mistake, he seems to be plenty fast. That car is set up just right, and he's got the right driver behind it apparently, and that's all you need. So all right, getting ready to go back green. Pace car will hit pit road this time, and we'll go back green with a little over 30 laps left to go. Got some big movers making their way up towards the front here. You see William Griffith in the 12, but also Sam Sweatstein and Logan Sturgeon being there after those wrecks, those cars getting into that accident there. They will for sure be trying to move up through the field. Wambold actually be able to hold off Dante there. Let's go back and check on Russell Brown Jr. here as we watch and see they're able to make their way up the front. You know they're super fast. Gets a huge run on William Griffith there. So Russell making his way back up there. But nobody's going to give it to him easy, especially here. Got to fight for every one of these positions. Is not almost clear, just gives William plenty of room there. Able to get past Griff, so move him up to 6th place. He's going to set his sights on Sam Wetstein, but the battle for second place is heating up again. Dante, this time, taking a run at Wambold. Dale Shaw, fastest car on the track by a couple tenths over the whole field, so he is, man, that car is hooked up. Most folks are battling. You see that the guy's battling here for second, so they're having to drive a little bit differently. We'll see as George Fernandez has an accident, but immediately tows, so no caution. So we can go back up and check this battle for second place here. See if Dante Curtis is going to have anything for Wambold here. See there on the left side on the tower that Wambold is about 1.7 seconds behind, and that lead is growing for Dale Shaw. So has defended against Dante Curtis, but now he sets his sights on our leader. Logan Sturgeon having a fantastic race, running fourth. Running lap time by Sam Wetstein. Logan Sturgeon ran same lap time, fastest car on the track, 20 laps to go. Watch this battle for second place. Logan Sturgeon is faster than these two. He's got 20 laps to get around him. Unfortunately, I don't think anybody's got anything for Dale Shaw, who's still lapping. Well, I'll say that, and then I don't know what happened to him there, but had to get all the gas. He ran a 14.7 last lap, and everybody else is in the threes. So, but this time by he rights the ship, and he is in the ones as Michael Swink moves down low to let him by. So the gap is 1.8 seconds right now with 15 laps to go. Logan Sturgeon starting to reel in Dante here. Let's see if he's able to mount any charge here, maybe make his way up to second place. Logan has had a string of just bad luck getting involved in accidents that really aren't his fault, and some Thunderstruck races, but especially Original Rebels the last couple weeks. So somebody that's really looking forward to a really good finish here, and so far having a great race. So hopefully that continues and gets up here and race and get this podium spot, as he is just a little bit faster every lap. So it looks like the race is going to be here for third spot, as Wambold a little bit faster that time by, but than Dale Shaw, but Dale's also working lap traffic a little bit, so that's to be expected. Let's see Dante disappear a little bit. Logan able to keep that momentum up. See, getting off the gas, getting right back on it. He's able to keep that momentum going, and it seems to be able to carry it from lap to lap a little bit better than Dante. So seems like just one small error can really throw you off here. Is your a lot of on throttle time. One little mistake can cost you for 2 or 3 laps. You try to get it wound back up. The field's really spread out here as kind of go check in on some folks. Wambold has cut the lead down to about a second and a half, but unfortunately just not running faster lap times. He's able to pretty much match Dale, about a tenth slower that time, but he's going to need more than that to make up the differences. We only have 6 laps to go, and these are going to tick off pretty quick. Check in on Logan. Logan's dropped back a little bit. Maybe pushed a little bit too hard. And it's fallen back just a little bit. Sam Wetstein. Russell Brown Jr. was able to get around him for 5th place. So Russell has been able to make up a little bit of ground, but definitely not the finish that he wanted. Grip, the last car on the lead lap, in 8th place. You see him working that car. It seems to be ill handling at this point. But all eyes on Dale Shaw as he takes the white flag. Wambold about a second and a half. All he has to do is just make this next couple turns, and he is going to win. And he is. Dale Shaw, his first appearance this season, is going to take home the victory in the Wambold Duck Calls 125. So congratulations, Dale. Dominating performance. Nobody even came close. Definitely unloaded better than anybody else. And he's not even going to do burnouts. He's just going to head out. So great finish. Pretty good race. A little bit of cautions there, but still a good finish for a lot of guys who needed them. Good point saves for guys who are going to make up some points on guys who are out probably for the holidays. And so point standings are definitely going to be shifting around quite a bit. So let's go ahead and bring up our 3rd place finisher, Dante Curtis, if we can find him. You know what, I'm going to assume. Dante, this is Eddie in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Well, hey, Dante. Well, man, great race for you. You started up front, finished 3rd. Kind of talk to me through your race. You know, kind of up and down, but you're able to kind of hold steady in that top 3 all race.
Yeah, me and the guys, we just kind of tried to start running this deal here, and we didn't get much practice, so we kind of just threw what we had for a setup at it. And starting off the race, we were really good, and then I got way loose, and just really started falling off, and I just let those guys go to not get run over. But they're during the middle of the race, just really tried to stay out of trouble, and then at the end, we kind of found us a spot there and just kind of hung out there to the end.
Yeah, I saw you dropping back a few spots, and definitely seemed like you were falling off pretty quick. But man, great job, staying with it, sticking with it, and coming away with a 3rd place finish. I mean, that's pretty good. If you feel like you missed the setup and you definitely were dropping back, being able to keep your nose clean and stay with it. So, man, hell of a race. Sort of quiet from your end, but still a good 3rd place finish. You got anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors? Any shout outs?
Oh yeah, I just got to thank all the guys at back at LMR, Dustin, Russell and Dale, Shaw Motorsports, Russell Brown Race Cars. Just got to thank them guys for helping me get here.
All right. Well, hey, we appreciate you coming out racing, man. We hope to see y'all again next week. And y'all come out here, and next week you come out here and get you a victory. All right.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate it.
All right. That's Dante Curtis. Glad to have him. Let's bring in Mr. Wambold, 2nd place finisher, Michael Zeddy in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, man, for having no setup, I think you did all right.
Yeah, I did pretty good with the help of the duck, man.
Yeah, the miles was helping you out. And, it seemed like there were some guys that were faster, but you were able to really just kind of clog up the lanes. Not that that's a bad thing. You're just clogging them up and making them, pass you. And it was very, very difficult. It seemed like on the start of a run, you were able to make that inside work and really, make some passes and keep position there. So kind of talk me through your race, how it went, what you thought about the competition versus what you had, and what maybe you could have done to run down Dale.
Yeah, he was definitely the one to beat. He had the fastest by far. Apparently, according to the I'm looking at the race results now, I did lead 1 lap, so hell, I'll get that. But he had the car to beat. On the restarts, he was just getting such good restarts, and every few restarts, he'd hit that apron and get loose. And I figured I'd save so much tire, hold up his teammate behind me, and that's why I love Bristol. I remember at the beginning of the season, I wasn't going to run any of these races. I just decided to run the first one, Southern National, and since I won both of them, I had to keep coming back. And honestly, I'm disappointed I didn't win it because this is my favorite track by far. I know how to run this track so much better. Like, this one just clicks for me for some reason, and yeah, I just use that to hold off the people behind me. Just I just love the way Bristol's configured on the sim here, where you just hold the top. No one can pass you below it. If so, you give it a little bit more gas, and you just fly by them on the outside. But I was definitely saving tires towards the end there. I was catching Dale. I was getting 2/10 a lap. But with that lap car in between us, I figured I'd lose a little bit of time getting around him. So I figured I'd just save it for a green, white checkered, and probably would have been able to give him the bumper and get around him on the outside there.
Well, still a fantastic race. You showed a lot of class, a lot of good racecraft. Being able to hold those guys off and hang on to your position, you made up 4 spots in the race on a setup you really weren't sure about how it was going to play out. So, man, great race, great second place finish, and like I said, we'll see you next week. Definitely be a contender for the win next week at Stafford,
For sure.
or in 2 weeks, whenever it is. No, it is next week.
Yeah, next week.
Well, all right, Michael. Well, a good race, and Miles, you got anything you want to add?
Miles is already tucked in going to bed, man.
Miles is gone. All right, well.
Yeah.
All right then. Well, we'll see you next week, Michael.
All right. See ya. Thanks.
Well, all right. Well, let's get Mr. Dale in here. Well, raise hell, praise Dale. This is Eddie in the booth. You got me, Dale?
How's it going, buddy?
Hey, man. Well, hey, man, pretty fun race from your perspective. There's a lot of cautions, a lot of guys having trouble, but it's really hard to have trouble when you're just waxing the field's ass. Seemed to be the car to beat, I'm going to guess. Nobody was even coming close. Just talk about your race, man, and how you were able to unload, being just, the fastest car in the field and just never relinquished it.
Yeah, me and a couple of my buddies there, we run in some other leagues, and to be honest, I thought that was actually a pretty clean race tonight for Bristol, and we just wanted to try something different, and we found this league on Facebook, and pretty good group of guys, and had a lot of fun tonight, and I've actually don't think I've ever raced a tour modified before tonight, so they're a lot of fun.
Well, it was a good race. You're absolutely right. But it seemed like with 8 cars on the lead lap, it just staying out of trouble. But you were getting good restarts. You're able to really get out and really, you were a lot of times throughout the race about 2 or 3 tenths faster than anybody else. So you know, it's really hard to say anything other than you just whooped everybody's ass tonight. So the bad thing is you're gonna have a target on your back if you all come back next week, because nobody likes the new guy coming in winning. It's just the way that it is. You go to a new short track or something, nobody knows who you are. You get out there and winning. A guy's gonna be gunning for you. So I don't think anybody's gonna be trying to wreck you, but I think you're gonna have a target on your back, guys wanting to beat you. So, but we're definitely happy to have you, man. You got any thoughts, anything after the race, as far as what you thought about the race?
I'm just thankful y'all let me join, and I get to have some fun and a little relaxed racing on I don't know what's today, Wednesday night. And not a huge Bristol fan, but we ran good there, and not really a Stafford fan either. I think Stafford's next week, so it should be fun. But I think my teammate Dante, he's gonna be pretty good next week, and we have some more fun.
All right, man. Well, hey, hope that y'all stick around. It sure was fun to have y'all, and we'll see you next week. And Merry Christmas to you.
I appreciate it. Take care.
All right. Well, there you have it. Dale Shaw, new first-time winner. We've had a couple of those this season. Guys coming in who are really, really fast, and so really fun race. A lot of good finishes. We'll go through the field. You can kind of see there on the left side, but I'll make sure I say everybody's name and talk about some folks as we talked to Dale, Michael, and Dante. But Logan Sturgeon with a fantastic fourth place finish. Had a couple close calls there, but was able to keep his nose clean, and I think he was pretty damn quick there at the end. Just maybe run out of time. So fourth place finish there. Russell Brown Jr. Was fighting up front for the lead, fighting in that top three, and just got into the wall there and had to try to make up the difference there at the end. Was able to get back in the top five. Sam Wetstein finishing sixth. That's a great finish. Tristan seventh, and last car on lead lap. William Griffith up 10 spots, started 18th, finishing 8th. Man, that's a good point say. And he's going to make up a ton of points on guys who were out this week. So Michael Swink finished 9th. 10th is George Fernandez. Tyler Rice finishes 11th. All these guys are a lap down, caught up in wrecks. Gene Watkinson with a great finish in 12th. 13th, Mike Hasty. No, he's really disappointed about that race. I think he was pretty quick and never really got to see that play out. So no, he's disappointed, but I think he'll be back next week ready to go. Josh Oswald, another one, very disappointed. Got caught up in that incident early in the race and was just never able to recover. Caught up in a couple more too. So tough race for him. Last season champion, just had a tough go at it for the early part of this season. Charlie Gates Jr. Finished 15th. Matt Telder, also another contender that had some troubles, finished 16th. Brandon Wallace finished 17th. Dave Jones finished 18th. Ray Page finished 19th, and Thomas Capuano finished in 20th. So another great week of Thunderstruck. It's always fun. I always look forward to broadcasting these races, and it's super fun. Always fun to come out and hang out with these guys. Watch people race that I don't really know too well, and it's been fun getting to know these guys. And we got new guys coming in every week, so everybody wants a little piece of the action. Hopefully, after next week or the week after, first of the year, we get all our guys back who we fill these fields out. We'll send some more folks home. So anyway. Rebel Racing Network, I'm Eddie Smith. Another great week. I want to thank Josh Oswald, Kai Shepard, Shappy Edits. Josh puts on this league and does a great job in all the admins over here. So it's a lot of fun. But we'll see you next week. Stafford on the 29th. So we are racing next week. Let's see who's going to come to take home a victory. We've had a lot of first-time winners this season. I think we're going to have another one next week. So anyway, y'all have a good night, and we'll see